who it is over there. Man, that me and Pop, man. We over here on the good old couch. Man, y'all support the channel, man. Get y'all some merch, man. Y'all know we here, stand on that business. Let us know what kind of business you want to put on the back. We will. If not, just cop the shirt just like that. Let's get into this episode. Excuse me.
On my mama.
On my mama.
On my hood.
On my hood.
I look fly. Oh, Lord.
Here we go, y'all.
I look good. Touch my swag.
Yes, sir.
I wish you would. On my mama.
Yeah.
On my.
Yeah.
To all the bad, sexy bitches
Come on now.
that might be single. I'm Marty Mike, 41 years old. I'm a goddamn legend.
Good morning. The new Kevin Samuels has summoned all the single mother haters to all of my accounts. You're not welcome.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say welcome. And I'm going to be very careful with how I word this so I don't get this video taken down. But number one, stop wasting your time commenting, telling me that I'm used goods, whatever you consider a single mother to be, because you're wasting your time. I don't believe any of it at all. And you're just showing that you're a character that you hate women. The comments are insane though. But apparently this man, he loves to react to my videos, I guess, even though my videos don't apply to him or his life or his audience at all. My videos are for single mothers. Of course, a married man is not going to understand what I'm talking about. Unless you're married to a woman who was a single mother when y'all met, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. So let's talk about my last video that I posted where I said I'm not the problem, and I'm still standing 10 toes on it because I know I'm not the problem, okay? And not that I need to explain myself to these very mediocre beings, but I'm going to, because the influx of people, the influx of comments is just... When I say I'm not the problem, that doesn't mean I have nothing to work on. I actually, if you watched the whole 5-minute video, stated at the end that we all have something and that we should continue to pour into ourselves. So if I'm pouring into myself daily, that means I'm working on the things I need to work on. But again, if the video wasn't for you, I don't expect you to understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'll let you yap for about 2 minutes now. So I gotta take a little pause. My brain hurting. You didn't actually say you was working on the goddamn thing, ma'am. You ran around the question and dodged it, and then said pouring into yourself means that you are working on what you have as a weakness in a relationship. Here's reality, and every man and woman needs to accept this. If everything dating keeps failing, you are the problem, whether you like it or not. There's no situation where you was just innocent. There's very rare. You've played a part in why the men who have experienced you have not decided that you are a wife.
Guess what I'm gonna tell everybody? Once more again, we say it all the time. Don't be no step crash dummy. We say it all the time.
Don't be that.
Because guess what? At the end of the
Don't
day,
be that.
At the end of the day, here's the reality. You are the problem. Because the problem is that you should have been married before you carried.
Facts.
See, so you are the problem. Because what do we know about most single moms nowadays? What do we know? Well, you're gonna end up being a step crash dummy. It's what you're gonna end up being. Because you'll never be able to be the daddy that you need to be in that household with that child. It's not like it was back in the 90s and before. We don't live in those times right now. So guess what? I'm going to say it and we're going to keep going. On this channel, we going to tell all men the last thing you need to do is to go and get involved with a single mama.
Let it go. Like JT Money said, let her go.
So the ones with properly functioning brain cells understood that you really needed to know the deeper meaning behind I'm not the problem. And you should, as a woman, get to a point where you have such confidence in yourself that you trust what you can offer to a partnership, to a family unit, to a man when the time comes. And I know I'm that. I know I have everything to give. I know the amount of love that I have to give. I know everything that I can offer. So when I say I'm not the problem, that's exactly right. But also too, I say I'm not the problem because sometimes you end up in relationships.
Before she say some bullshit, I just need to throw this in there before I press play again. If men thought that has experienced you that you had all that to offer, you wouldn't be on TikTok making these videos.
Facts.
The men in your city, the men in your vicinity, the men that you actually would find attractive that is around you, they do not feel that way about you.
No.
You can keep trying to tell us that that's how they feel, but let me just keep it real. That ain't what they think.
With somebody who's just not for you. And then you realize that they're not the problem, you're not the problem, but y'all just aren't meant to be together.
Somebody's always
Again,
the problem.
stated that in the video, but people just hear what they want to hear and then run with it and don't even listen to the full context. Y'all hate women when we're insecure and jealous and thinking that you're cheating on us with other people and thinking that you think other girls are prettier. You hate us when we're confident and love ourselves and know what we have to offer because we're too much or a headache. So what I'm gathering is we're going to be hated either way. But more than an insecure woman, men absolutely just hate a woman who knows her worth because it's at that point that they know that they cannot manipulate her, that she will not settle for mediocrity.
Shut the fuck up.
Hold on. Can I take a stab at it first?
Go ahead.
Here's reality. Hold on. If you really were who you say that you are, you wouldn't have never been a single mom in the first place. So you ain't even close to being the kind of woman that you tell me that you trying to be. No. You got it all together. No. You talking about your worth and that kind of thing. Let me tell you what y'all problem is, and I'm gonna be done when I say this. Mm-hmm. You know what y'all problem is nowadays on this internet is that y'all realize that now we live in a time to whereas men are being told, do not be no step crash dummy. And so now y'all getting on here, y'all mad and upset because now you can't manipulate the men and that kind of thing anymore the way that you did in the past. Because every time you turn around, we telling a man, don't be no step crash dummy. And now you're coming to realize that ultimately you pretty much gonna spend the rest of your life by yourself.
The coldest part about the worth comment was this. If you knew your worth, then how did you become a baby mama?
Come on now, yo, I said it. Come on now, tell the truth.
How did you become a baby mama to begin with if you knew your worth?
You would have been married.
Don't get out here as no baby mama who is no longer with this man on the internet preaching to me about what you can give. No, I'm going to tell you what you can give as I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go off. What you can give me is a used womb already. What you can give me is the body of somebody that's already had kids for another man that didn't ask him for the things that you are now asking me for.
You got a Yugo, and you want me to pay Ferrari prices for the Yugo. Keep going.
That's what you got to offer me. Because you said you now know. So you now know I need to do all of these things that the man before me who you let have a child with you didn't do. And somehow, as you said with the Yugo and the Ferrari, you want me to think that if I can afford it, I shouldn't just get the Ferrari. The Ferrari is the woman who ain't got no kids. There is no reason if I'm a man with no kids that I'm looking at you like that, ma'am.
No.
Man, I'm sorry. Not only that, I'm gonna say this as another point that people need to accept. Man, I don't want to deal with that other ninja.
No.
I don't want to deal with him calling, coming by, having to meet him, hang out with him, shake hands with him, be at the party. I'm sorry. That's just I found no desire in my younger days to deal with those kind of women, and I won't. Man, I'm gonna let you and your baby daddy have all that shit. I don't want to be around you or him. I don't have to worry about, talk about, deal with him, see him. I don't want to. And because I'm a man who don't got no kids, if I'm in a situation that's dealing with this young lady, then why would I be looking at you? Now, if you do with some kids, then hey, you know, do you. Because y'all both got kids. Y'all can understand each other. But if you ain't got no kids, there ain't nothing about her that you should be thinking she can give you. Give you what? Second place? Because you finna come behind that child, sir. You are not his daddy. You gonna come behind his or her daddy. You gonna come behind that child as the new dude in line. So what's she gonna give you? She gonna give you a used womb already. She gonna give you a situation where she didn't require marriage from this man, but now she requiring it from you. And now you got to deal with this ninja unless God done called him home or he doing life.
Now you don't got tired. So now you want the family unit. You need to get this used box now because it's used up at this point.
Used and
because
abused.
after you've been out there playing around all this time, now all of a sudden, once again, you want me to pay Ferrari prices for a Yugo because you're a Yugo. You ain't a Ferrari. But you want me to pay the Ferrari prices for a Yugo.
Yeah.
Guess what? You are used, and not only that, but not only used goods, I'm going to say this and I'm done, but you damaged goods as well because you've already had too many men.
And that very well may be the case for this young lady. I just think, and even if it's not, right? You know, I don't care if you ain't got but a body. That don't matter. The fact you've already been not married and had a baby with him, you ain't gonna come tell me I gotta do all this when you didn't require the motherfucker before me to do it. So you can just have one body, that's fine. You can have 100. I'm gonna still feel the same way. Why is it that you want me to do the things that the people that you had kids for that wasn't required to marry you, that wasn't required to do all this? Because you talking about you know your worth, but why the fuck you didn't know your worth before you let this nigga that laid in you and skeet that didn't make no baby with you impregnate you then?
And that's one of the things that I always love when I see Anton Daniels on some of these different podcasts. And the women on the podcast, they always get mad at Anton Daniels because here they are. They out there, they single moms, and they get mad at him because he said the same thing you just said as well. How it is that you want me to have and to live by a particular standard that you didn't require from him. So he was
and
like,
you let him have a baby with you. You gave that man the greatest honor. You brought life into the world for this motherfucker.
Exactly. And so
and he didn't have to marry you. He didn't have to treat you like shit. But now you think I'm supposed to do it? Bitch, get on about here.
And so the people I always talk about, and I watch that, the people always want to act like they get mad at him for speaking the truth. So no. Just, and he told him, he said, hold on. So now you go back to that because that was what you had. No.
Go back to your baby daddy.
Go back to your baby daddy.
That was always the thing before I got married. Before me and my wife got together, that was always the thing. Hey, baby girl, go back to your baby daddy.
Stop trying to have me.
Don't come over and start no new family with me.
To be at a certain standard that you never required him to be at. No, you go back over there and get that.
Look, it's me and Pop. We over here on this couch. We over here on YouTube. We just tell like it is on TikTok. Y'all come check us out.